Welcome to Island Express Hardware, where we work with your budget. We supply all paints, all brands, and all sizes. And we are, of course, the cheapest in Trinidad. We also supply pumps and water tanks, and we also have them in combo deals. Visit us for the best friendly customer service. Need steel, beams, and purlins? We got that. We have top quality lats and boxing board, plyboards, gypsum boards, you name it. Do you love to fish? Have no fear, cause we have all the gears. Visit Island Express Hardware today, located at Rashid Avenue, Kakandi Road, Felicity Shogunas.
Innovate your space with Felicity Furniture and Appliances. Our pieces are of top quality, stylish and affordable. Dining and patio sets, sofas, wardrobes, freezers, beds, stoves and more. Visit our showroom at Lot 10B Pier Road, Felicity Shogunas. Quality you can trust, style you love.
Welcome to Felicity Banquet Hall, where unforgettable memories are made. Whether you're planning a wedding, birthday party, corporate meeting or any special gathering. Why choose us? We are spacious, elegant and fully air-conditioned hall. Customizable seating for up to 200 guests. Beautiful decor and lighting options. On-site kitchen and catering services. We are available 7 days a week. Located at Rashid Avenue, Kakandi Road, Felicity Shogunas. Call the number on the screen today and book now. Welcome to Island Express Hardware, where we work with your budget. We supply all paints, all brands, and all sizes. And we are, of course, the cheapest in Trinidad. We also supply pumps and water tanks, and we also have them in combo deals. Visit us for the best friendly customer service. Need steel, beams, and purlins? We got that. We have top quality lats and boxing board, plyboards, gypsum boards, you name it. Do you love to fish? Have no fear, cause we have all the gears. Visit Island Express Hardware today, located at Rashid Avenue, Kakandi Road, Felicity Shogunas. Visit Island Express today to get your vinyl, your toilet sets, your doors, and also your windows. We supply all items, foundation to finish. Visit us today at Rashid Avenue, Kakandi Road, Felicity Shogunas. You can also call us at 705-1800 or 308-5318.
Innovate your space with Felicity Furniture and Appliances. Our pieces are of top quality, stylish and affordable. Dining and patio sets, sofas, wardrobes, freezers, beds, stoves and more. Visit our showroom at Lot 10B Pier Road, Felicity Shogunas. Quality you can trust, style you love.
Okay, my friends, a pleasant good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Those of you who are locked on, those of you who have been anticipating our program Hardfacts, that is aired Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, starting time 12:15 in the afternoon. My friends, today's program, I invite you all to call, to join me in studio 372-2129, and let me know what is taking place in your neck of the woods. Very, very important, because when we look at the world scenario, we look at the international scenario, my friends, it is really, really alarming to see what is taking place in North America, what is taking place in East, West. Those of you who are locked on, feel free to call me and let me know exactly, what is your thoughts, what is taking place in your area, whether it be Central Trinidad, whether it be South, whether it be North. This is your program, Hardfacts. It is aired on Sentinel Media Broadcasting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And again, my friends, we are here as a beacon, as a light, identifying the atrocities that has been perpetrated by the evildoers in our society, the criminal elements in our society. And so much so, we are highlighting the positive things that is taking place when it comes to governmental representation, when it comes to individual and private practices. We are highlighting those things that could build our country, build our nation, and really and truly develop our country to a status where it was in the past. So again, my friends, welcome to our program. And again, our program is a program that is designed to be at the helm of your lunch break. In the sense that many of you, as I told you all, and I love to say this, those of you who had your Father's Day meals yesterday prepared for you, and I'm sure that many leftovers were in the fridge, and you have maybe taken it to your workplaces. I just want to let you all know, somehow or the other, that food that was prepared yesterday, when it is warmed up, when it is hot, whether it's microwave or on a pot, and you eat that food on a Monday for lunch, somehow or the other, that food tastes totally different from yesterday. Those of you who are locked on, maybe you can call me and tell me if what I'm saying is not the truth. Right? Again, those of you having your lunch break, feel free, watch the program, highlight, what is taking place in your communities, and share the video. Let people know, well, here what? There's a program that is aired, a lunchtime program. Now, many of you might think that, this timing is not good. Many of you might be thinking like that. But I want to let you all know that there are many, many persons who are bedridden. There are many, many persons who, my friends, who look at our program, and it is a means of letting them get information that is hidden to their eyes, and they are all unaware of it. They know what is taking place in our country, number one, in the Caribbean islands, number two, and even so much so we have broadened our scope where we are dealing with international issues. So as we begin our program, my friends, the thing that was really and truly trending last week would have been the flooding in the different areas. It took precedence, it took the limelight, because a lot of people suffered tremendous loss in places like Tunapuna, places like Monroe Road, places like Warrenville, places like Charlieville, Endeavour, and those areas, places like Woodland, and so many places, Barrackpore, Penal, those areas, it is low-lying areas in the true sense of the word, and many people would, they would want to register their complaint that year in, year out, the same thing happens, and no government really and truly indicate any strategic planning, long-term planning to alleviate those problems. Now, I want to tell you all something here in this program. As I said earlier, and I say it again, this program is to highlight the anomalies, the atrocities that is being perpetrated by the evildoers in our society, and also to highlight the good things that people are doing in our community, so that you and I could be conscious and we could be aware of what is taking place. Right? And what I'm saying here today, I'm just showing, a line outside there, and maybe somebody would listen, somebody might listen, and somebody might carry it into the correct air. Now, you all know this, and I know this. Places like Madras Road, in Chin Chin, those areas are submerged really and truly to 4 or 5 feet of water. And the reason being, the water cannot channel itself as fast as it ought to, simply because, and I told you all, of on-planning development, right? planning development that took place, and water courses were changed, the directions were changed. In some cases, the water courses were blocked off. And this is what we are saying, and we are highlighting these things. What could be done? Let me tell you something. Let me just give you an example. The past government saw it fit that on the highway, on the Churchill-Roosevelt Highway, the Uriah Butler Highway, that is close to the Carsonfield flyover there, and they had, created another lane. Another lane was created for the bustling businesses that is opening, like places like Massey Foods, Chuck E. Cheese, and those areas that really and truly is developing in central Trinidad. A lane was created to divert traffic in such a way that it would not impede, or it would not cause any major hindrance to the normal flow of traffic. That was the reason that was behind that extra lane, starting from the Shogunas flyover, going straight up to the Carsonfield flyover. Right? They did that. That cost a tremendous amount of dollars. Yes, we know that. But the point I want to bring here to you all is that in the very same manner that the water courses, just how you could have increased a lane of traffic, maybe you could increase on another water course, maybe adjacent to the one that is really and truly overflooding at all times and cannot maintain that a balance or equilibrium of amount of water that really and truly comes down from the higher end of Trinidad and bringing it down to lower end of Trinidad. That would have been to the ocean in the west and starting from the east. So again, my friends, those of you who are locked on, maybe you can call me at 3722129, whether there are criminal elements in your society, whether there are situations that you and really truly cannot handle alone. Maybe you have been reporting it to the police, maybe you have reported to immigration, you have been reporting it to different avenues, and you have not been getting redress. You have an opportunity to call the station, and hear what? When you call the station, do not fib, do not lie. Speak the truth, because I tell you something, the whole objective is really and truly to highlight situation that could be able to bring some sort of solution and redress to the present anomalies and challenges, right? So as we continue our program, flooding, Director, pull up some of those flooding.
It was a flood that no one expected. It's not this early in the rainy season.
Now, when you look,
in Madras,
my friends, when you look at this video, right? You are looking at this video. You are seeing really and truly it is a health hazard number one, right? The condition is really and truly deplorable. And I saw in one of those videos where people were putting electronics and so forth on top of the garage, right? And they were taking it to the higher grounds, like this gentleman here when he spoke. When he did that interview with CNC3, sorry, you know what? He mentioned that he tried putting as much as possible on higher grounds, but again, that would not be able to facilitate the amount of maybe appliances and so forth that was really and truly destroyed by flooding. Right? So again, Trinidad and Tobago, as we can see, the Honorable Khadija Amin is on the ground, and I believe that she's one of those famous figures that really and truly at this point in time has been making the mark or making a dent when it comes to representation. And really and truly, my friends, I think that is because of her grassroots status, where she came from the bowels of a counselor in those areas, and she would have been able to understand clearly the gravity of the situation and what it warrants as a person of interest in the true sense of the word, being the Minister of Local Government. Right? That's a great stride. So again, congratulations to Khadija Amin. Keep up the good work. And we are going to highlight, many of you, we're going to highlight the performance of the MPs, ministers in government. And I use the word MPs, even so much so that if there is opposition MPs who are trying to do, because I tell you something, when you look at the opposition at this point in time, Director, I sent a video where the political leader of the PNM, sorry, the PNM, she let the cat out of the basket. Right? You got that video? Pull it up for me. I think it is the front page of a newspaper where she stated, and